Hello. We are here to do another bin haul. Want to talk about something a little more serious today. This is an American flag. We found this in the bin, wadded up, tattered, and disrespected. We'll tell you about it coming up. All right, well, welcome to our weekly YouTube video here. This time we're talking about going to the bins, the Goodwill bins. Now earlier today, when we went to the bins, we actually found something that frankly kind of made me a little bit mad. This flag right here was in a bin, treated like garbage. It was wadded up and tore up and in there with all the dirty stuff and all the crap. I pulled it out. Alex and me, right there in the middle of Goodwill, folded it respectfully and properly. We rescued it and brought it home. Now it is pretty tattered. We are going to take it to the American Legion or somewhere like that and have it properly disposed of with respect, as it should be. What do we got here? All right, first thing in the haul, which wasn't what we planned, but we're going to do it anyway. We got a JBL speaker. It's pretty cool. It's one that was a Flip 6. I think it's called a Flip 6. Yeah, it's a Flip 6 speaker. This thing, surprising me greatly, works well. It's awesome, sounds great, charges good, and we're keeping it.
And it's mine.
He did find it. That's true, but I paid for it. So this is kind of a tricky situation. Anyway, we found out we comped that thing. We could sell it for $50, but we really kind of need one around here to pass around the house for certain things. Alex will use it most of the time, but we're going to keep that for ourselves. In the bins. This guy has digital, computer, electronic, audio magic because he finds good stuff at the bins. He found that. So moving along, let's show you another cool bin find and then we'll get to some other stuff. This one, oh my gosh. Guys, I got to tell you today, I can't see his eyes. You see that? Let's see, where are they at?
I don't have eyes.
Oh, okay. Anyway, here, put these on. So I got a story. It's story time from the bins. There was a lady at the bins who really wanted a basket. She wanted what do you call that thing? A laundry basket. And we were just kind of having a little fun with her. Me and Alex were pretending like we really wanted that laundry basket. Okay, we were kind of talking a little loud, saying, I'm going to get it. And I knew this lady wanted it. And she was kind of aggressive. And she was one of those resellers I see a lot who's not the nicest person in the world. So we just kind of pushed that for a while. And then when it came time to go grab the basket, when they told us to go, I reached over and grabbed a different basket and pulled it out. We thought it was funny. Maybe it wasn't the nicest thing we ever did, but she got her basket, we got our giggles, and that was that. And here's the funny part. The basket we grabbed, nobody knew. This wasn't the kind of bin that would have electronics in it. It was like household stuff, like laundry baskets, a little wicker basket, and things like that. This was inside the little wicker basket we got. These are 3D glasses that go with some kind of, projection system or something?
Yeah.
And we found out that we can sell these for $20. That's pretty cool for being in a little basket and we didn't even know they were there. So anyway, that's what we did. Maybe we're going to get some bad karma for that, but here we made up for it. The same lady dropped her cell phone and I picked it up off the ground and chased her down and gave it to her and she was very appreciative. So all's well that ends well. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, $20. I think we want to show you some things that, we always like to show you things that we bought that weren't really high value, but we bought them for ourselves, and we're going to show you that stuff right now. So, this is a bunch of stuff that we got for ourselves. This was a really fun bin day for us. We found so many little doodads and doohickeys and things that we wanted for ourselves to help with our eBay store, to help with just virtually anything we do with the eBay and the YouTube and everything. It was kind of a fun day. That said, we also found some junk that's stupid that we probably shouldn't have bought, but it's kind of okay anyway. We're going to show you that really quick because we don't want to take too much time on that. But part of the reason we do this is so you guys can live vicariously through the stupid things we do. And we got stupid, right?
We sure did.
By that I mean we have stupid and we did get stupid. So here we go. First thing, stupid thing. What's the stupidest thing, Alex?
This thing.
Super stupid. Alex does movies. We've talked about this before. He's always looking for costume props. And he got 2 costume props this time. One of them he doesn't even know is a prop, but it is. There you go. He got a toy Nerf gun. I don't understand why. It doesn't make sense to me, but there are Nerf guns everywhere. I don't know who decided to make tens of bazillion Nerf guns and sell them to every secondhand store in America, but they're every place. And Alex cannot control himself sometimes, so here we go.
This one was a cool one, though, so.
It was extra cool. And it even has one ball that's not the right ammo for the gun.
It is.
Is it? Okay. It works too. All right, so what?
We got springs.
We'll find it.
That's cool.
Alex just thought the springs were cool. He played with them a lot in the Goodwill Bins when he was bored. So we got the springs. This is Daddy's dumbest thing. And I did test these. They do work. They're just little, here, let me put them up here. They won't come on now, but they're just little USB things. They plug into USB wherever you want. And this one's a light. This one's a little fan. The fan blows surprisingly strong. It's kind of neat. I'm going to take them to work as a novelty, probably just to be silly at work. So there we go. Got those. Alex got a floppy disk for his multicolored floppy disk collection. And you guys watch this channel. You already know, if you don't watch this channel, you better get used to it. That kid buys tea lights everywhere we go. His mom is starting to get a little bit, she's like, really? Do we have to have more tea lights? I'm kind of done with the tea lights. He likes the tea lights. It's funny. And there you go. Got a whole bunch. By the way, one of these, I don't know which one, isn't even a tea light. It's like this really. There it is. It's an amazingly powerful light.
But it looks like
Look at that.
Oh, God. That is bright.
It's very bright.
But it looks like a tea light, and that's good enough for me.
This is probably going to go inside of a jack-o'-lantern outside when we go for Halloween this year. Don't lose that little tab. All right, so what else we got to support kind of our eBay stuff? We got a couple charging pucks. We got a USB-C cord. We kind of keep these because when we buy electronics, a lot of times they don't have the cords and the charging stuff with them. If we got these in a bag, we can throw them in there as part of the deal when we sell them, and it ups the value just a little tiny bit. Doesn't really have the value much, but it does make them more likely to sell before the other ones, because then the guy who buys them doesn't have to buy the cord. So we got a couple of those. Got one of these things. This is Daytel. Maybe some of you old folks out there might remember PlayStation 2 used to have to plug into an old school TV, and that's what this was. See that? That's like an antenna thing. So you could plug those into the old RF TVs, and this was the adapter for that. Comp this, it's worth like, I don't know, $3 on a good day, and probably not even that much, but we'll put this in our collection of video game stuff and probably bundle it with something to sell it as a little extra something. So there we go. Thumbs up.
Thingy.
Random little USB adapter that adapts to some kind of printer thing in case I need it for testing.
Battery charger.
We're starting to get a little overloaded on battery chargers, but at the bin that costs like, what, a nickel maybe?
Less than that.
Probably less than that, so why not grab it if it's virtually free? And because editing, and okay, I'm going to admit something, Alex. You okay with this? I'm going to admit. I am struggling with the audio on these videos. I apologize in advance. I'm getting better at it and I'm learning. One of the problems I got is my earbuds are really crappy. So I found these slightly less crappy earbuds in the bins. I'm going to clean those up very carefully with alcohol and every kind of disinfectant I can think of. And then I am going to try those and see if they help me with my audio when I'm editing and putting this together. I will get better, I promise. I'm working on it. So there we go. Last but not least, again, supporting the eBay store. In this case, it's supporting our warehouse, which I like to call 5 shelves in the garage. We got this cool little shoe holder that you're supposed to hang in your closet. We're going to use it for shoes and remote controls and anything else that we might need. We'll find a place to hang it. I thought that was, I've seen those before. I've always kind of wanted something like that, and today our number came up, so there we go. Is that all the stuff? Yeah, that's all our just for us stuff. I guess I can show this one. Uh-oh. He broke it. Broke it in half. Just moving it over there is crazy. Can you believe you did that?
I'll never do it again.
It's good, because if you do it again, I'll fire you. You're fired.
What?
I think if anybody gets fired, it'll probably be me. All right, so we talked about this before, but we'll talk about it some more. I am from Ohio. I'm not a Giant sports fan, neither is he, but my father is a Giant sports fan, and so he's a Giant OSU fan. And every time we see OSU stuff, to the uninitiated, that's Ohio State University, we buy it. So we found this, just some sweatpants. Actually, we're going to resell them because OSU branded stuff sometimes sells pretty good. Like Michigan State also sells pretty good, and some other places. We're going to try to resell this. Turns out this is just like regular cheap stuff. It's not branded. It just has the logo on it. So maybe $15 on a good day. If it was like Nike, or if it came straight out of the OSU store there or whatever at the college, might have been worth $20, $25. But $15, or we can wear them around the house. Probably going to wear these around the house. So that is that. Let's move to the next phase, Alex. Looks like we lost Alex. Haven't seen him anywhere. Anyhow, there's the next phase. Here we go. We have... Oh, jeez. He was there all along. He was right there.
Wrath.
All right. So, you have heard me talk about this before. I have heard me talk about this before. He has heard me say, no, we're never buying any stupid phones again before. We bought phones.
We sure did.
It's his fault.
It is quite
It's all his fault. He found them. He comped them. He investigated them. He inventoried this box. And he really made his case as to why we should buy these phones. So we bought them. And it looks like he's going to be right. These things comp out really, really well. They could go for as much as $70. This is open box, but they're new. They've not been used. It's just been opened up. So we're going to try to sell these because we wanted to make a quick buck on them. Probably 45, is that what we decided? 45, yeah. Maybe 50 if we get really excited. But we'll get these because I want to sell them quick because, frankly, these things are becoming less popular by the day. So the quicker we sell them, the better. But this is nice. 5 phones. It's got the Wi-Fi stuff or the Bluetooth stuff, so you can connect them to your cell phone. So that makes them kind of hold their value a little more than some of the others. So we got that.
Yeah.
I started to say that's pretty cool because that's almost a catchphrase now, but I'm not so sure that's cool.
I would say it's pretty cool.
It might be. All right. So that was his. This was mine. Okay. I found all this stuff. So we'll start with this little thing here. I've worked in offices for a long time. I'm very familiar with Plantronics stuff and these little headphones that you put on your head so you don't have to hold the handset and stuff when you're talking on the phone. That's what these are. It's a little, like an earbud. What do you call it? It's just a little over-the-ear piece so you can talk on the phone. It's valued pretty high. This thing comps at about $30, just like it is as used, which is what this is. So I'm pretty happy with that find. And look how small it is. I can ship that like that. It's going to be easy peasy. Store's easy. I can put it in one of my little toolbox drawers out in the garage. Why am I so in story mode today? I want to tell this story. Our warehouse, we have a bunch of toolboxes, like Craftsman toolboxes and other brands of toolboxes, those kind of big heavy metals with drawers, because strangely enough, they show up at yard sales sometimes. We had a guy almost beg us to take a toolbox to the point where he sold it to us for $5, top and bottom Craftsman toolbox. It was a little beat up and dented. I brought it home, beat the dents out, fixed it and repaired it, and have a really nice storage box for things like this, along with the U.S. General box and a couple others. So this goes, it doesn't go with that, but it certainly is a companion that is like that. This is also Plantronics, and it's the headset with the little microphone mouthpiece thing there, and it's all the stuff that goes with it, like the little charging station for the handset, and all those little adjustments so you can adapt it to whatever system you're using. Also in here is just all little piece parts. There's the little doodads that go with, over the earpiece and the different sizes you can use for your ears, the plug that's designed to plug it all in. And this thing, which is normally sold separately, which is the little motor that picks up the phone. When you answer the phone using that thing, it automatically picks up the handset. It's a mechanical way of answering the phone instead of doing it digitally. And this whole set put together comps out, used like this is, at about $30. So again, got it at the bins for $1, $2 maybe, based on the weight. Not even $2, probably $1. And it's going to sell for $30, so that's pretty cool. $30 for this one, $30 for this one. $60 worth of Plantronics electronics at the bins.
$1's a lot for the bins.
What a day at the bins. And finally, I got to find something cool that has audio and stuff in it instead of him, which was like a big day for me because it's like magic.
Oh, well, that's something that involves audio and stuff.
But then, just because it's not nice, Dad can't win.
Yeah, he's not allowed to.
Here's what he does.
And here we got...
That is a Bose Sleep 2 sleep system. Those aren't earbuds in the traditional sense. You don't use them for music. You use them on the Bose app to play like ambient sounds or ambient music or like waterfalls or ocean sounds or rain or something, and it helps you sleep. And they have a really cool system for keeping them in your ears that I think all earbuds ought to have. It's really neat. They fit so perfectly you can sleep in them all night and you're not going to knock them out. And that's what they're designed for, is keeping people who have trouble sleeping. It gives them kind of a white noise thing to deal with all night so they can sleep. So that's super cool, and it is worth tons. What is it worth, Alex? I think we're going to sell it for like $80, $100, something like that. Yeah, so we're going to sell it for somewhere between $80 and $100. They have sold used as high as $130 that we could see. New,
like $300.
$300 new. This was in the bins, and of course, he found it, not me, because he's Alex, and that's what he does. All right, let's talk about a loser that could have been a winner. Yeah. I spent one interesting year working in a children's health clinic as a materials guy, and so I got really familiar with all the junk and stuff that you buy to keep a facility running. This is something that you use to look in people's ears or eyes or something like that, and it's got a little infrared. You can look through the little hole, and you get these different little color things. And I knew it was going to be worth money because it said Welch Allen, which is one of those brands I remembered. And it is. I've got to look here. I want to say this is worth, like if it was new, well over $100. Used, it's worth, I probably could have got 40 or 50, I'm guessing, out of it. In the condition that it's in, wait a minute, I'll do it here by my mic. Hear that rattle? That is broken stuff inside. So I don't think it's worth anything, because I don't think you can sell like medical equipment for parts. So bummer. We might try to list it for $15, but I think we're just going to throw it in the trash. So not everything's a winner. I thought I had a winner when I grabbed it, but I didn't. What's that go with? Oh, that goes with your Bose thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Moving right along. Speaking of losers, I don't know. These old razors just look like such high quality, or clippers, whatever the case may be. This is Oster, which is a good brand. They have a lot of these mechanical things. I think we have an Oster food processors for sale out there somewhere on our store. This one's in great shape. It works when you plug it in. The little clip goes on and off. It does the adjustment, does everything. And I thought, wow, I got a winner here, because this is obviously vintage. $15. Maybe. $15 with a super low sell-through rate, which means probably not a good buy. Even at the bins, I probably should have left that there. It's really heavy too. It's weird. There you go. Moving along.
But we have another loser.
Oh,
Another loser right here.
There's one thing that we have that we're going to have to... I don't know what just fell, but I know it broke into at least 2 pieces because one of them just hit my foot. You want to see what it was?
Yeah, it's the razor.
Oh, that razor that was worthless? It's really worthless now. Okay. Anyway, moving on. We'll clean it up.
Yeah, it's broken. My bad.
If you had to break something, Alex, that was the thing to break. If it had been the bows, we'd been crying right now. All right, so speaking of losers. PSP?
PlayStation Portable.
Yeah, PSP game. We grabbed these even though we have found that almost none of them are worth anything. There might be some magical ones out there that are. This is not one of them. This is a Pirates of the Caribbean game. I doubt we can get $4 out of it. These are all over the place listed, and they're all listed like $5, $4, shipping included, all that stuff. This is just going to go in our little collection of stuff. Maybe if we get 30 of these, we'll sell them as a lot. I don't know. We'll see. But anyhow, that was a loser. Well, not a loser because we get to keep it. So that's a winner. I'm calling it a winner. Oh, we're coming down to the wire. Getting close. Alex, would you like to do the story on this?
Yeah, sure.
All right, there you go. Tell them. I'll just mind my own business over here. Okay. Yeah.
So, as you may or may not be able to tell, it's obviously a keyboard. It can actually Bluetoothly connect to an iPad. And so I plan to start using an iPad more, but I'm used to only using my laptop, so this will help me do stuff.
His mom has an iPad that she doesn't use very much, and he's really hoping he can kind of get her to let him use it. So we'll see, but that's kind of neat. Usually it comes with like, what we found was that thing often is paired with like a special case, cover for the iPad that opens up like that, so you can just open it up and you got a keyboard. But Alex just wants the keyboard for the iPad, so that'll be cool. And if we were to sell that, it's $20, but we're not gonna. And last but not least, and we did not, we saved a good for last. It might not be the best thing we ever heard, but it's a good one. This is a remote control. As you know, we like to buy remote controls or at least look at them because most resellers pass remote controls up nowadays because most remote controls aren't worth more than $10. Most of them aren't even worth that much. But if you're diligent and you comp the individual controls, or you start, like we kind of have, you start getting an eye for what might be worth something, you can get one that's worth $20 or even more. In this case, $20. This remote control, it's VES. I didn't know what that was, but after we looked it up, turns out this is a remote control that was used like from around 2008 to like 2018. It was sold along with factory DVD players and stuff like that goes inside of Dodge products, like Dodge Town & Country was the one they listed. So it's kind of unique, right? Not that many of those out there. That's why it sells so good. $20. Happy campers for $20. Well, that is it for the haul. We do need to say nothing else because we keep dragging these innings out. So let's just say, always look up. Always look down. Always look all around. And when you go to the sales, you'll find the good stuff. And we will see you next time.
Yeah, that's really broken.